Hello everyone and welcome back to Proxy. In this video I'm going to be giving you a broken down overview of Spectre bots, more specifically their Footsites bot that has been recently released. This is going to be an overview / tutorial. I'm going to step by step tell you guys how to go ahead and install the bot, how it works, all the ins and outs of it. It's very easy, even though it is CLI and it is a bit more of a tedious process. Trust me guys, just watch the video and you guys will understand how to use this bot completely. Before we go ahead and begin today's video, I highly recommend you drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on post notifications if you want to see our future content, and also check out our previous content on the channel. We have a bunch of videos out. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is head over to the Footsites updates channel, or in the future if you go ahead and change this, just the channel that has the download. At the moment, at the time of recording this video, the most recent update is version 1.0.1. So you'll go ahead and select the download that's relevant for you. So obviously I'm on Windows, so I'm going to hit the Windows link. It's going to load up a tab here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the download button. That will go ahead and download the file. So if I head over to my download section on my computer, you guys can see that the zip file has gone ahead and been downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and drag this to my desktop. I have WinRAR to go ahead and extract the file. All you guys want to do is make sure you have WinRAR, any type of extracting software. I'm just going to right click it, click extract to, so it actually extracts the file. So I've gone ahead and extracted the file. This is what the folder looks like. Double click into it and you're going to see Mac OS and Windows. I'm on Windows, so I'm going to click here. You have profiles, proxies, DS store, and then the bot.exe file itself. Leave that alone for now. Leave DS store alone for now as well. You have profiles and proxies. Just to go ahead and explain this, when you click into profiles, you're going to see examples profiles.json. This file is just to show you what example profile looks like. If you go ahead and edit this in any way, it's not actually going to affect the bot. This is simply just an example profile. I'm going to show you how to actually put it into the bot at a later point. And the same thing goes for the proxy folder over here. So if we actually double click the proxies.txt, it says enter proxies 1 per line, which is pretty simple. I'm going to go back over here and actually launch the exe here just for a second. I'm going to go ahead and enter our key, then we'll revisit these two files here. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my key here. I'm going to go ahead and right click and paste it in. As you guys can see, I've gone ahead and blurred it out for this video, but I've entered my key, hit the enter button, and as you guys can see, I've logged into the bot and it works completely fine. If it doesn't work and you need to reset your key, just go into their Discord, go to the bot, type in !reset, and you can go ahead and reset it like that. So I've gone ahead and made it a little bit bigger just for this video, but I want to head over to the settings page. In the settings page, you have literally only one option at the moment. It may change in the future, but this is to send a test webhook. We have an enter the webhook in the files I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes, so we can't send the test one, but you can navigate back to the home menu as well, which is what I'm going to do. I've hit enter, give it a few seconds, it will take you back to the main menu as you guys can see. So the next option is to go ahead and create tasks. When I hit the enter button, it says we need to create a proxy list first. So let's go ahead and create a proxy list. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this here, go to the file, go to proxies, and we have a file here ready to go. It says enter proxies 1 per line. I'm going to go ahead and grab our proxy here. Give me one moment. So this proxy doesn't actually work, but I'm just going to use it for the purpose of this video. Hit file and save. So just to remind you guys what I said before, obviously if you open this up, the proxy is there and ready to go. It isn't actually the bot's proxy folder. It's just an example folder just to show you guys how it works. So the next thing you have to do is hit Windows and R and then go to %appdata%. This will take you to your computer files. If we scroll down to S, we can keep scrolling here and you go to Spectre CLI, Spectre-CLI to be more specific. Double click into it, and as you guys can see, these are the bot's files. You have the config.json, tasks, proxies, and profiles. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the copy button here, and I'm going to go ahead and paste my proxies into this file. So the proxies have been loaded. Then if we go ahead and revisit the create task button, you guys are going to see a different error, which is create a profile group first. So we've gone ahead and created the proxies group. It's gone ahead and got rid of that error. Now we need to create a profile group. So very similar to before, we go back to the download file, we'll go to proxies and we have example profiles.json. I'm going to go ahead and change a few attributes here. It's pretty simple to understand. Obviously it is a JSON file, so it is in code, but it's pretty easy to go ahead and understand it. You have your name, size, profile group, billing address, shipping address, payment details, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and change the name of this profile to video test profile. The rest of everything here, I'm just going to keep it the same. I'm going to hit file and save. That saves the file here. I'm going to rename this file to video profiles, just like that, and that has gone ahead and renamed the file. We're going to go back to the actual bot file here. Let's go ahead and find it. As you guys can see, back to the Spectre-CLI, back to profiles, and then we go ahead and copy this once again and then paste it in. Now we've gone ahead and entered our profiles into the bot. Now if we actually go ahead and hit the create task button, we have the option to go ahead and create tasks because of the fact that we've loaded our proxies in and we loaded in our profile, so the bot has its elements to use when you go ahead and create a task. So we're going to hit the Footsites button, and then it's going to ask you to select the profile group. The profile group we've made is video profiles.json, which is what we entered into this file here. So if we go to profiles, video profiles.json, it appears there. That is one we're going to use. Hit enter. The next one is the proxy list. If we go back to the proxy folder here, you guys can see proxies.txt. That's the exact same one we entered. Hit enter. Then you enter the SKU. I'm just going to put in something random here. This task won't work. This video is just to teach you guys how to go ahead and set up the bot. So I'm going to type in some random numbers here. Then it's going to say select the sites. Obviously go ahead and select the site. Once again, just an example video, so I'm just going to hit something random. Then you go ahead and select the sizes to run for when it comes to your task. So to go ahead and select a size, you hit the space button, and to navigate through different sizes, you use the arrow keys here, as you guys can see, which is what I'm doing. So if I hit the space button, you guys can see there is a star on that size. And if I hit the space button again, it will go ahead and get rid of that size. Now, if you want to go ahead and do random and select every single size here, hit the A button, and that will go ahead and select every single size in this list. As you guys can see, all of them are green and all of them have a star. Then if you want to go ahead and invert this selection you just made, hit I, and that will go ahead and get rid of everything. As you guys can see, there's no more stars. This works when you're not using the A function as well. For example, if I were to hit 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5 and 9, hit the I button, you guys can see that I will go ahead and invert the selections. Just to recap that function, obviously I selected 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5 and 9, so it went ahead and deselected those sizes and selected the rest of the sizes, as that is what invert means. It goes ahead and inverts the thing you did. If I want to revert back, I simply hit I again and we'll go ahead and select the sizes I selected originally. So I am done with this. I'm going to hit the enter button, and then it's going to ask for the task amount. You can also see the sizes you selected here as well. I'm just going to hit 1 for the purpose of this video. What do you want to name this task group? I'm going to call it video tasks. Just like that, hit enter, and then we've gone ahead and created the tasks. Now we can go ahead and start our tasks. So if we go ahead and hit the enter button on start tasks, it will ask us for a task group. So obviously you can go ahead and create multiple task groups. So let's say, for example, a release is going to happen, one at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Maybe the night before, you go ahead and create all your task groups, so you can quickly go ahead and just simply hit enter on your task groups. As you guys can see, it's going to go through the process. Obviously this doesn't work because the proxy button doesn't work, the SKU button doesn't work. Essentially the task is completely made up. That's why we're getting error getting session. But if this task were to work, you guys would see accurate logs when it comes to the task actually performing its purpose. Now before we go ahead and conclude today's video, the final thing I have to cover is the config.json file. If you double click this, you're going to see this notepad pop up, in which you can go ahead and enter your key that you entered in the bot, your webhook, your toCapture and your cat monster. toCapture and cat monster are capture solving services, so if you wish to utilize that, go ahead and enter your API key in the space here. For your webhook, once again, it's just to send out web notifications. You can go ahead and enter that, and then you can go ahead and test the webhook within the bot, which I covered earlier. So that is going to go ahead and conclude this tutorial / overview at CopSupply.